Meditations with Marcus Eulalia from the Global South. You can see this, but there's a Scooby-Doo dog there, a Great Dane, which is awesome. Well, I mean, these Great Danes are awesome. I don't really know about their psychology. They are fierce. I mean, fierce. I know Tommy right here. He fight one Great Dane. I mean, Great Dane went crazy with Tommy, and Tommy is crazy, you know. So they hate each other. But there are one just there with two sausages and Milou. Oh, it's too far. It's too far. But, well, Milou is a lover of sausages. And the Great Dane is doing nothing against nobody. Well, I don't know. Well, it's interesting because it's a such huge dog. Well, this afternoon, this sunset, it's been a sunset here. Today I want to talk about, I don't have all the answers about nothing, which is very comfortable. And there's some dogs there. And, well, I want to talk about the book I started reading from Marcia Tiburi, Complexo de Vira-Lata, which is, I don't remember the name in English, how to say complex, symptoms, or the people from the Radio Duna, which I'm listening, they were talking about that, syndromes, yeah. Vira-Lata syndrome. And what is Vira-Lata? It's like mestiz, it's like mixed syndrome, like Milou is all these dogs are mixed. Understand? These dogs are Vira-Lata. That means Vira-Lata. Why Vira-Lata? Because dogs like this, they used to live on the street. They used to be vagabond dogs. So one day they found garbage on a basket or a bucket of garbage. They threw the bucket on the floor, you know. They threw the basket on the street just to eat whatever garbage there are in there. So this is a mess. Understand? So that's what means Vira-Lata. It's like a mess people who don't have honor, you know, people who don't care about anything important, who only they made a living from anything. And this is a pretty, this kind of concept of don't have a grace, you know, like, well, Matilda is a poodle and she don't trust me. I'm a kind of mixed for her, you know, because she's so pedigree. Look. Well, she's beautiful. She's kind of fat, but she's fat because of her sterilizing operation. And that's what happens with, and my Mursi is also fat, but she's a fat fit. She's fat, but she's super fit. You should see her. She's super elastic. Well, and that's the concept about poor people, I guess. They are mixed or Vira-Lata. I don't know. People who maybe for sure they are involved in small crimes, you know, small robbery. Well, that's the most of the Brazilian population. I think is is the most normal thing to see, to be faced with this kind of texts, this kind of work in social science in Brazil, because that's the reality, you know. It's not just left wing. Milu! Well, Milu is so vira-lata that, look, he crossed the street. No, Milu! Milu! Milu just crossed the street. Maybe he's gonna die now. Milu! Milu is doing vira-lata's things. Understand what vira-lata is? He behaves so bad. Milu! Oh, I will hate if Milu get injured. But you know, Milu have a strategy to not get hit by a car. He just cross in front of the cars, so the cars always see him. I hope any blind people. I hope no blind people are out there. Milu, venga! So there are Milu. Milu, with you, Milu. Do you see him? Well, Milu is doing vira-lata things. But honestly, this kind of walks I do with dogs is super boring, you know, for a dog like Milu who used to live on the street. I mean, in Milu's mind, this is absolutely boring, because this very square here, everything is clean, there's no food, you know. So it's boring. But I just hope he don't die. Milu! And you know, these people on the street over there, or on the square, they don't like Milu. Well, there's other dogs, maybe a young stupid dog there, but they don't like Milu, because Milu is like, Milu have a special mind. Like, he's not a tough dog. He is super nice dog with other dogs. Matilda.
¿Le gusta jugar ahí?
Ese es normal, es tranquilo. So most of people don't like Milu, because Milu looks like a vagabond, you know. Because Milu is kind of teeny. Oh. Ay, espera. Vamos. The problem with Tommy is that he wants to dominate the other dogs by bend over him, like dominate sexually. So people say that's normal, but that sucks, because there goes Tommy and fuck another male dogs, and then the male dogs hate him and they fight. So that is classic by Tommy. But Tommy is super nice. He's just a raper. That's all. He's not bad. Milu, venga. Well, what I want to say about Marcia Tiburi's books is what I said last time. Is that if someone abuses you, does abuse or humiliation or even love between humans is never, all these feelings, they are never ontological. I mean, people don't love you. People don't love you as a person, as your subjectivity, you know, as the things you feel, or the things the ways you interpret life, you know. The people don't love that. People love your, I don't know, your money, your social status. And people don't hate Milu, for example. People hate Milu diseases. But because Milu looks like a vagabond dog, he's super thin. Milu is thin. Why he's thin? Because he probably Milu doesn't eat well. That's what people maybe think. People don't think that Milu actually have. I didn't know that, but someone gives Milu expensive pills. But that's fine. So Milu actually don't have diseases, and I took Milu to the veterinary sometimes, and Mursi too, but somehow, some way they don't look healthy. So Milu is also he's kind of smart. So people see Milu as a street dog. Milu, venga aquí. Milu doesn't obey me, you know. Well, that's it, Milu. I love him. So people don't know Milu, and people don't know Milu, and I don't know, and don't want to know him, because people used to be in capitalism. People in capitalism is pragmatic. So people only like pedigree dogs. I was thinking about this today, and people like pedigree dogs because they don't trust all these mixing genes. People is racist. Like, people don't trust in mixed genes, or like dog mixed genes. They think about people genes. Like, people think about genes of black people, genes of Latin people, and they are racist because they don't know where they very self came from. So people tend to be in shock about human history, about colonization and stuff. Well, the book of Marcia Chiburi, I'm not primarily, I don't agree with her a priori, because she's talking against people who talk about identitarianism. And her argument is humiliation. He said that people who have these identities, black, lesbian, gay, they are humiliated in Brazil, and I guarantee you that's for sure. But the thing is, I guess I was not like people. If you don't dress well in Brazil, you will treat like a vagabond for sure. people will discriminate you, and that's especially in Brazil because of, I guess it's because of slavery. This is this is so hard in Brazil. That's absolutely hard. But to me, it's not hard because I have Italian citizenship. I have Italian passport, so I can go and live wherever I want in Europe. I don't know about Central Asia, I hope, but I don't care because I can go to Europe anytime. I just don't have a place to go. Well, but it's not just because of that. It's because, well, look, I understand why Brazilians are discriminatory, and that's what I need to not suffer from Brazilian discrimination. I am telling you, if you don't dress well in Brazil, you will be super discriminated. But that's the way you dress. Don't change whatever you are. Just like Milu. I know Milu. I love Milu, and there's nothing wrong about me or Milu, I guess. But if I go to Brazil, people will no. The most of people will not like Milu neither. But I don't care about that because I like Milu. And that's the way I guess you survive or you live. Of course, if you are a lesbian and you go to Olivia Cruz just for lesbians, you will feel better, I guess. But life is not it's pretty hard to be happy in life, Life is not Disneyland. Suffering is also to live. And well, that is the way you can face life. And well, that's my critique on Marcia Tiburi's book. She's just suffering because of discrimination in Brazil and stuff. But I think that's not mandatory. You cannot you can live in Brazil and not suffer because of Brazilian society. Or maybe I'm privileged because I could go away from Brazil. But I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm privileged because I could go away, and I can go away from Chile too. So maybe I'm privileged. Well, that's it.